Fellas, ladies, you looking for lotions? You looking for beard oils? But unfortunately, everything you get from mainstream got chemicals in it and it's probably killing you? No problem, we got you. Go check out my people from Top to Bottom Hair and Skincare. That's Top to Bottom Hair and Skincare. www.top2bottom, BOTTU, the U is for unique, M.com. Tell them I sent you.
Hey, what's up, y'all? How y'all doing? Welcome again to Ron's Opinion Don't Matter on the OG Network. Hopefully, y'all having a blessed, wonderful day. Hopefully, all is well. Hopefully, y'all having a beautiful time. God is good. God is good. God is good. Make sure you're taking advantage of that promo code 15% off of all your purchase of top to bottom hair and skincare products. That's 15% off of all your purchases of top to bottom hair and skincare products of a make sure it's $35. Purchase had to be $35 and up. And you'll get a 15% discount if you use the OG Network 26 promo code. That's OG Network 26 promo code. If you spend $35 or more, you get a 15% discount on all your purchases of $35 and up. Hopefully, y'all having a blessed, wonderful day. God is good, and we're going to talk about it. And the one thing I want to get into today, for those that follow my channel, those that support my channel, is opportunity. And the reason why I say opportunity, because of course, every single day, as often as possible, I am on the stock market on a regular basis. And I know that as soon as Trump says tariffs, he might put them on somebody. Usually the market reacts in a negative way, and therefore you start to see the stock prices of things start to drop. And for me personally, these are the moments that I like. Some people, they like seeing the numbers fly high and they get all excited and stuff like that, and I get it. But for me, I see the stock market goes where it going that far as down. I start watching even closer. Why? Because I'm looking for opportunity to buy. And these are those moments where if you're a person that invests in the stock market, if you're a person that's looking for a way to invest, these are the moments where if you pay attention to politics and if you pay attention to what's actually going on, you might possibly, no guarantee, everything in life is a risk and investing is come with his level of risk too, but you may possibly come out on a positive end of that. Why? Because the stock market is as a whole is filtering on down. Why? Because Trump said tariffs. Once he says that word, that right there is going to make the market react. And to what level, I don't know. But one thing I do know is this, is that every single time he said that, see a downward spiral with the stock market because they're going to react. Why? Because they think it's going to be detrimental. Not understanding, I'm not saying all of them don't understand, but not understanding that when he mentions this, this is the tool that Trump uses to try to negotiate. He's a negotiator. He likes to negotiate. We can negotiate first, and that's it. To try to avoid going to war or anything like that. But for me personally, I'm going to put in a trap. What's up, Gold? I mean, thoughts on Gold? I don't really honestly. I know people that haven't. If you're asking me about investing in gold, I think gold is a good investment. I personally don't own any gold. I have stock in companies that mine gold and stuff like that, but I don't actually own them personally. But I do know people that do, and the value of when they bought it at to the point right now, they're actually doing pretty good. I'm just not one that invests like directly into owning um gold, like the physical gold. But I don't think it's a bad investment at all. Me personally, I would, if that's what you into, I think you should. You know what I mean? Oh, okay, cool. That's like, and like I said, I don't think gold. I think gold is definitely a good investment. Everybody has that thing. Like before, I was really, really heavy into the stock market. I would have been more of a push of, um, I would have been more pushing real estate. Um, but the way things started going with real estate, I just got away from it. I don't see it the same way I used to see it. And not that it's a bad investment. I just don't see it the way the real estate, the profitability in real estate when it comes to renting out property to me is not the same as it used to be. So therefore, I just kind of I don't push that no more. But I don't see nothing wrong with it. Yeah, I'm waiting on the winter to pass too, so I go back fishing. Like I don't fish in the winter. I don't know. I see people do it, but when you live up north, we get a winter that hit kind of hard, and I ain't going out there fishing in no winter. I'll wait till the weather warm up and I get back into my routine of fishing. I miss it. I wish I could go, but I ain't going out there in that cold. I'm good. That's not my thing. What's up, dirty? What's up, dirty money? God bless you. Welcome, man. Make sure y'all hit the like button for bro and hit the subscribe button. Yes, and I agree. My thing is, I don't understand why people don't get that concept, but that's still. I don't own a gun or have a hunting license, nor do I have the patience for fishing. I'm gonna be honest with you. If you would have asked me as a young teenager about fishing, I wasn't into it as I am now. I think what's happened a lot of times what happens is I didn't appreciate the serenity of it. You know what I mean? As a kid, I've been fishing and I enjoyed it, but it's different now. It's like I now it has a different effect on me, like as in general than what it did as a kid. A kid, it was like, they're gonna take me fishing, that's fun. But now, it's like I love it, man. And if I could get back to it, I would. But I like to invest, and I'm gonna tell you something that some of the things like I'm trying to load up on my dividend stocks that pays out every month. Yeah, man. Like I had an uncle that used to be, he was real heavy in fishing and stuff like that, and he have taken me a couple of times, a few times, and that's kind of struck it a little bit, and then but now I I love going, and and it ain't for everybody, but I mean, it's definitely like a peaceful moment for me. I enjoy it. I can fish for hours. There are times I've fished over 24 hours and forgot about the time. Real talk, and I'm not even exaggerating. Literally, me and a buddy of mine the fishing was so good, we just kept going. Didn't even realize it. Going in probably more than 24 hours and passed us by, and we were still out there fishing. We was fishing off the land though, so it wasn't like we was on water. We was actually on the land. We could have just packed up and jumped in the vehicle and went home, but we just kept going. Yeah, I like for me today, I'm looking hard. And the reason why I brought up the stock market today because again, Trump mentioned tariffs, and you're going to get a reaction. And of course, I already knew that the stock market was going to drop something. Now, how far I don't know how this is going to play out, but I am definitely watching everything because if it drops down enough more, I'm pulling the trigger and I'm going to start buying. Um, some stuff is there already. And like for those that follow my channel, they know I'm a dividend investor. I like to buy stocks and dividends that pay out. Most of mine pay out either monthly or every 3 months, and I enjoy doing it that way because I like the actual payout. Oh, okay. Yeah, I agree with you, man. Yeah, y'all gonna stop trying to clown my fishing skills. I've caught a lot of fish. I honestly, it's funny when you go fishing. Like when I do fishing, I'll fish for a lot on my live for 2 hours. I always try to remain around the 2 hour mark. And I kid you not, I cannot count how many times I've been on it for 2 hours. Nothing. All right, I shut the video down and then I go. Now, don't get me wrong, I've caught fish on my lives in that 2 hours. There are videos that I had where I actually caught fish. There are videos that I caught when I was in Ohio. So I have caught fish. But most of the time, I wasn't catching a lot of anything. I was doing more feeding the fish than anything. But it's cool. I still enjoy it. It doesn't stop me if the catching of the fish isn't really. Of course, you go fishing to catch fish, but a lot of it is just me just enjoying myself. So it doesn't. I'm not unmotivated when it comes to not catching fish though. But oh, you still stop. Oh wow. Hopefully you did all right with it. But I got stuff that I'm looking right now. Like my FSK, I was trying to get that to 100 shares. I don't know. I'm gonna put it in the chat for y'all, just for y'all to know what I'm talking about. FSK. Come on, man. Like I put FSK. That was one of the ones I was working on, trying to get to 100 shares of it. Now I'm at 100 shares. I already made that point. So I made it to 100 shares with FSK. Now the reason why I want FSK because it's a real estate company. Oh, that's what's up. Yeah, Dirty Money, you ain't got to go no further. I understand that. The reason FSK is a real estate company, and they pay a pretty good dividends. They pay it out every 3 months. So my first plan was to get to 100 shares, and then I'll slow walk it after the fact. They've been paying out 70 cents a share every 3 months. So if you look at that stock and you look at the price, 100 shares is less, about $1,400. If you own 100 shares every 3 months, you're going to get around $70 in dividends. Just if you own 100 shares. So that was my plan with that. And that's my plan with a lot of the stocks that I do own. The first thing I try to do is get to 100, and then I'll slow walk it. Try to get it as cheap as I can, 100 shares, slow walk it, and just keep building the portfolio and let it do what it do. The great thing about it is I've been doing it so long enough now that the portfolio pretty much takes care of itself. I don't have to transfer money. I just sit on my dividend money, let it sit into my account, and then I'll watch long enough. And today is one of those days that got my eyes. Now I watch every day, but today is one of those days that got my eyes, and I'm watching it and trying to see where it's going. I think that FSK right now for me personally is a buy, even though I already have 100 shares. I might end up. I'm hoping it drop a little bit more, but I might pull the trigger on that one because I'm in the red with it already. The other one I'm looking at right now, and it pays out dividends every month. SBO. Like I said, I'm not a financial advisor. This is not advice for somebody to go buy whatever, sell whatever they can see. I'm just telling everybody what I do and why I'm doing what I'm going to do. And the other one I'm looking at is SVOL. Now I've talked about this before. I'm in the red with it, but I am trying to get this up. I don't have 100 shares of it, but I'm working on it. But that's definitely one of the other stocks that pays out a monthly dividend. That, I'm going to try to get into. And once I get to 100 shares with that one, I'm never going to buy any more. It's just going to sit right there, and I'm going to hold on to it. PGX. There's another one that pays out every dividends every single month. That I'm working on. I don't know what that is. Why I did that, but whatever. I don't know, but for some reason with this StreamYard lately, it's been having issues, but whatever. That's another one that I'm working on. 100 shares. And I'm like I said, I'm gonna always put them in the chat of the stock codes that I'm working on. Yeah, I'm in. Sure. The money they making in Minneapolis right now, sure. All that scam money they making, I didn't know they was bringing that much. Man, that's crazy over there. I know we can joke about it. It's not a joke, but we can still laugh about it, man. But that whole situation over there in Minneapolis is just ridiculous. The amount of money that these people been scamming is just crazy. But hey, man, why not? I mean, you ain't even got to have no kids in there. You just got to set one up and collect money. You ain't got to have no kids. Man. But it's sad, man. Um, this is another one, FEPI, and I'm working on. As y'all understand, when I'm putting these in the chat, I'm actually working on a lot of different stuff. That's why I'm always like when I say this, these are the things that I'm looking at stock wise. FEPI is one that pays out dividends every single month. Understanding investment comes with its risk. It does. It comes with a level of risk, and you gotta be okay with it. But I'm like, you know, it is what it is. I'm gonna rock with it. And those are the ones. That's more than I'm looking at. But I just wanted to get in there and touch base with some of them of the things that I'm looking to try to invest in, and actually not invest. I already got money in them. I'm just trying to up the game on them. And investing is, it takes a lot of patience. It really does. But the fact that I was very, very patient, um, I took my time when it came to investing. I didn't try to jump the gun quick. Oh, I want to hurry up and just run this. I slow walk everything, and sometimes, most of the time, it's been to my benefit. Sometimes I missed out on opportunity, but overall, I've done pretty well, and I am not complaining, not by any means. But I'm watching and watching, and the day you see if you're watching the stock market today, you see the stock market is going down, and in my opinion, it's probably going to go more. Not everything, but some things are actually going to go down further, only because there's going to always be panic and everybody trying to predict what everybody else is going to do. And it's going to be sell off, and people are going to say, "Oh well, I'm gonna sell off this and that," and you're going to see it. You're just going to see the stock market going down, and I don't know how far, but it's going to go. And believe me when I tell you, there's some money sitting in the bucket, and it's just waiting for me to pull the trigger. And if I see the stock market get to where few of these get to where I want them at, oh yeah, it's a wrap. I'm going in and I'm gonna buy. I got one. Yeah, I would be. If it didn't fluctuate, I really would be concerned. You're right, but I like it, and I'm liking what I'm seeing. I know most people be like, "Oh, the stock market, the value of my money's going down." I see the value of my money going down. I'm sitting there watching, and I'm seeing hundreds of dollars. Just, I can tell you right now, my my one account just on today probably dropped about $600 from the opening from this morning up until around right now. Probably dropped easily $600. And I've seen this thing so many times, and I'm not saying that I don't always have a slight level of caution, but I've seen this over and over and over again. And this is where I get excited, and I'm looking, and I'm like, yeah, this is opportunity. I don't want to miss it. I got one stock, and I got a lot of them that I'm looking at, but there's a few of them that I'm like, keep, keep going down, keep going down, keep going down, and especially the FEPI because it would be nice for me to have 100 shares of that. If I can get it to 100 shares, I definitely would. That's a lot of money, and it's a long way for me to go. I ain't built like that. Yeah, definitely ain't built like that. But you never know. You just never know. You never know. But I'm gonna get there. I'm eventually get there. Um, well, just so you know, as I'm on here, I got my portfolio in my face on my phone. As you can see, I'm not gonna turn it around, but as you can see, it's on my phone. I'm watching with my stock market now. Once I get off of YouTube, that's the mode that I go into. Other than when I have to actually go to work, and the way my job and the way my life is structured, everything is like one thing after another, after another, after another. Yeah, so that's me, and then even me on this screen. If you, this is actually a computer. So I got a little bit of stuff monitored here, I'm monitored here, and then I got something more for here working. So it helps me to keep an eye on everything that's going on at the same time. What's up, Richard? How you doing? God bless you. Welcome in. All right, Sean, that's kind of true. It depends on your investment strategy. I watch it every day, and I structure my life around me being able to do it. Um, some people don't like, and if you can't and you don't have the time, maybe you should consider having, maybe seeing a financial advisor, someone to handle your investments. If you got a job, use a 401k. But if you don't have the time, Sean, and I'm be honest, you don't have the time. But you want a way to invest, I would just find two or three things that don't move a whole lot, and just rock with ETFs that don't move a whole lot, maybe even a little bit more. Like honestly, if I was the type of person that I don't have the time to invest, but I do want to try to put some money in there, create some type of leverage of income, dividend wise, I do. I would probably go put my money in JPST, um, for a little bit of maybe AGG. I think it's AGG. Some of the BTI, some of the ETFs like that, and just rock with them because you wouldn't have the time to watch the stock market every single day. So I think ETFs are pretty good for people that don't have the time to watch it every day. Yeah, you're gonna see some fluctuation in the value of money, but you can also have an income coming from the investments that you have. And if you don't watch it every day, and then let's say you out and about and something happens, say, oh, the stock market's going down, or you have something where it just triggered, you say, oh, the stock market's going down. You can always say, okay, I've been sitting back for 3 to 4 months, stock market going down. Let me see how much cash I have built up in there, and let me see if I find a decent way to reinvest that money. So I do it because I enjoy doing it every single day. But like I said, do you have to watch it every day? Maybe not. But if you pay attention to the news, politics, what's going on around the world and stuff like that, it will give you something. If you understand how the stock market works and what makes it go up and what makes it go down, you can have trigger moments where you say, okay, I don't have to watch it every day, but if I hear this type of stuff, then I can go back and see what my portfolio is. Yeah, I don't. I watch it every day because my life is structured that way. Yeah. All right. Not showing a lot of that's the funny thing is a lot of people think that that's what you're doing. Like when the stock market, they look at the stock market like gambling. And there are people that gamble. I don't look. I'm not a stock market gambler. I don't get on there every day looking for a swing trade, a way to buy and sell. I am 95 to 98% investor in dividend stocks. Dividend stocks are usually a good sign that this company is a lot better structured, and because they're making a profit, they pay out to the shareholders in the form of a dividend, which is cash. In most cases, cash. Sometimes they could come back and buybacks and stuff like that. But I'm a long like Dirty Money said, long term investing. I invest in dividend stocks, and I do it for the sake of building an income. I don't do it based on trying to find a hot stock, the best stock to buy right now. Usually when you follow those type of situations, you get your behind handed to you and you end up doing what you said, which is throwing away money. The two that I mentioned, which was JPST, and I'm going to give you an example. I'm just going to stick with JPST. The reason why I mentioned JPST is because it's an ETF that doesn't do this a whole lot. If you go in and you type in JPST and look at the price of it for the last 5 years, and you'll understand what I'm talking about. It pays out 20 cents a month and around 20 cents a month. It's a little less than that, but around 20 cents a month in dividends every single month. The stock price is around $50. 20 cents on your $50 investment every single month is not a lot of money, but it's something. Again, if I have $50 sitting in a bank account, this is my reason why I do it. If I have $50 sitting in a savings account, a month later, I'm not going to see 20 cents. 2 months later, I'm not going to see 20 cents. 3 months later, I'm still not going to see 20 cents. I could leave $50 in a savings account for 5 years, and I'm not going to see 20 cents. But I can leave $50 in that stock for 1 month, and it'll almost still be $50, maybe a little higher, maybe a little lower, but it'll almost be $50. And guess what? I'll be getting 20 cents. So, and that's real talk. Now, I don't know if y'all gonna be able to see this, but this stock now JPST. I'm gonna give you. I don't know if y'all can y'all see this. No, it's too bright. Let me see if I can turn the brightness down. Yeah, it's hard to see it on there, but it's because of the lighting glare. But if you look at JPST, it's been the same price for almost since its introduction in 2017. Oh no, I'm gonna be honest with you. You don't have to be the smartest. Yeah, I heard of Ally online banking. I don't know about. I mean, I guess it's online, but hold on 1 second. But back to your Sean. Believe me when I tell you, I'm definitely not the smartest person in the room. My biggest understanding of the stock market is not really because of me being the smartest person in the room. It's just because I'm patient and I pay attention. And I guarantee you, Sean, because I know you're a businessman, you're gonna understand the concept faster than the average because you're a businessman. And because you understand the value of the dollar. So therefore, you'll probably make out better. The more you study and the more you pay attention to the stock market and understand the you'll probably do better because you understand the value of a dollar better than the average would do. Because you're a businessman, honestly speaking. Hold on 1 second. Let me get back. Where is it at? Where is it at? Where is it? Now, dirty money. I don't have a lot of it. Well, you talking about? I don't know if you can see it right here, but because I'm trying to block that glare. You talking about Ally Financial? Because I do have stock in Ally Financial. ALLY, is that what you said? Yeah, ALLY. Yeah, I have stock in them already. Their stock price right now, dirty money, just so you know, I do have stock in them. The stock price right now is $43. When I purchased this stock, it was my average cost is $27.43 right now. So I'm up 57%. So yeah, I do know what you're talking about. I bought that stock a while ago. I forgot all about it. But yeah, I have that stock. I've had it for quite a while. I paid 27 something to change a dollar, $27 some change when I bought it. And right now I'm on 56%, 57% on return investment if I was to sell it right now. But I hold on to it because Allah pays dividends and I'm good with that. But yeah, I know what you're talking about. I got stock in so much stuff. I haven't told me, I don't even remember what it is. But yeah, I do have it. I don't have a lot though. I think I have about maybe 5 or 6 shares of it. I don't have a whole lot, but I do have it. What's going on, Mark? What's going on? God bless you. Welcome in, welcome in, welcome in. Appreciate you, appreciate you. Appreciate you again, Mark, for real. It's a good look, man. Appreciate you. Repent and turn to Jesus. Repent and turn to Jesus. Jesus, get it right. All right. Before it's too late. Tom Hawk, I agree with you 100%. Real talk. I mean, as a man who has given his life to Christ a long time ago, not perfect, still working on it. I love Christ. I love Jesus Christ. Thank God for salvation. Thank God for him going to the cross, doing something that no human being could ever do. And I always tell people outside anything I ever say, if you don't have Jesus Christ, you don't have anything. All this other stuff is just conversation and talk. But a relationship with Jesus Christ is the best thing you can do with your life. And that's real talk. But we get ready to run the commercial, y'all. And I'll be back in a little bit. In 30 seconds, we're going to run the commercial. And I'll be right back. So hang in there. Don't go away.
Fellas, ladies, you're looking for lotions, you're looking for beard oils, but unfortunately, everything you get from mainstream got chemicals in it and it's probably killing you? No problem, we got you. Go check out my people from Top to Bottom Hair and Skincare. That's Top to Bottom Hair and Skincare. www.top2bottom, BOTTU, the U is for unique, M.com. Tell them I sent you.
All right, Dirty Money, have a good one, man. Good to see you. Good to see you. Glad everything is well with you, man. Stay strong out there, and may peace be with y'all. Anyway, back to what I was saying. Make sure y'all use that OG Network 26. That's OG Network 26. That way, if you go to Top to Bottom Hair and Skincare product, which is all that product is organic, you'll get a 15% discount if you spend $35 or more. If you're not sure how to find the website, it's right here on the OG Network. Ron's Opinion Don't Matter YouTube channel. The link is right there. You go to you can click the link and go right to the store and check out the merchandise. They sell hair care products, skincare products, candles. All their product is organic and they don't have all the toxic chemicals and stuff like that. I use their hair care, skincare, body wash, deodorant. I use a slew of different things that I purchased from them over time. And I love their products. And because of that reason, because I've been a loyal shopper, they decided to give us a 15% discount for all the people that support the OG Network, Ron's Opinion Don't Matter channel. 15% discount on all your purchases of $35 and up if you use promo code OG Network 26. That's OG Network 26. And with that said, we're going to move on and get back to what we was having a conversation about. And here's the thing. As I was sitting there talking, and I know that now, this is not a suggestion for anybody to buy anything, but I want to get into this because I'm not too sure how this is going to play out. But I do have stock in DJT, which is Donald Trump True Social Network. I decided I bought some there, and my couple of team members bought some too, and I was waiting to see how this was going to play out because they're actually going to. I guess they're going to start paying out. Let me see something but they're going to do some tokenized thing. They're going to be paying out, I guess, a dividend and tokenized whatever dividend. I don't know. I just work, but I'm gonna dig deep into this, and I think they're going to start paying out people in a dividend, but it's going to be in crypto. I guess I don't know. We'll see how that goes. But I do own stock in DJT. It doesn't pay dividends, and that's usually, it's one of those it's a higher risk stock. But I do have stock in DJT. I do have some crypto and Trump coin, and some other cryptos and stuff like that. I'm not heavy in crypto, but I do have some positions in them. I don't talk about it a whole lot, but I do have some positions in them. Because you can make some good money, but you can also get your behind handed to you. But again, if you ain't willing to lose it, don't invest it. But most of what I have is all dividend stocks. solid investments. And my approach is the long term approach. Even with my crypto, is a long term approach. It's not a quick dollar. I don't think that way. I just long term position, and I'll be honest with you, that has been a winning move for me, and I'm gonna stick to what I do, which is continue in the long term approach of slow walking it, investing low at a time, building a portfolio, building an income source, making sure I have my accounts extremely diversified. I don't put all my eggs in one basket. I don't even put all my eggs in 20 baskets. I put my eggs in hundreds of baskets. And that way I got more than one thing paying me out at the time. Um, yeah, it did. I didn't buy it. I'm gonna tell you right now. I did not buy True Social at that moment. This is where patience come in. I'm gonna just give you an idea what patience come in. I do have True Social. But I did not buy it when it first came out because I understand that when stuff comes out, everybody jump on board, everybody buying, stock price gonna shoot up, and then it's gonna be people that's gonna sell off, stock price gonna go. I wait to see the business model. I wait and I wait and I wait and I always wait. And I'm explaining to you why I wait. When I purchased DJT, I made money off of it. I actually traded a couple of times, took profit, and then I turned around and flipped the script, and then I said, all right, let me see where's that. And hold on one second. Yeah, give me a second. I'm getting ready to go. I'm trying to get down to where my DJT is at. All right, yeah. Yeah, I have it at an average cost of my average cost is $13.31. So I own DJT currently at $13.31. This is why again, being patient, I just fall back. I don't rush. I don't follow hype. I wanted to see. I looked at DJT. Now I'm on True Social, and this is where I made my decision. Is that I realized that True Social is still a new media outlet. There's not going to be a whole lot of revenue coming in with True Social. This is just my thought pattern. There's not going to be a whole lot of revenue coming in through True Social, so they're going to be burning through money. So although people are going to invest and they're looking for the long term, they're going to be burning through money, in my opinion, and not going to have as much revenue coming in as it is going out trying to build that platform. So I waited, and I was waiting to see what it is, and then that's why I was like, oh, you know what, this is probably a good number, and I'm willing to take the risk, and that's when I started buying. I'm up right now, but that's because I number one, I traded it. When I seen it go up real high, I sold off some. Didn't sell off everything. I just sold off some, took some profit, waited it out, went back down below my average. I bought some more back, repositioned myself back in, and then once I've made some money from it, then I go into okay, now I'm going to buy and hold for long term because I've made the money out of it that I'm going to. That way, it's no loss to me. Like if True Social right now was to go totally dead broke, I mean totally zero, it would not hurt me personally because I'm doubled my money to the point where what I have invested into it right now is just basically the profit that I made off of trading. And then I'll leave it, and then whatever happens, happened at that point. And I try to do that with everything, but it doesn't work 100%. But that's what I do try to do. And like I said, if you're not willing to risk it, don't invest it. Now it is there for the long term. I'm not selling it. I don't care what happens to it. It's just going to stay there in my portfolio. If True Social skyrocketed, I'm still not going to. I did the same thing with Robinhood. Robinhood is another one that doesn't. I'm talking about Robinhood stock, the actual stock, not the portfolio. I use Robinhood, but I also have stock and money invested in Robinhood. I own Robinhood stock at like $14 a share, and I don't know the exact number, but it's around $14 a share too. Robinhood stock shot all the way up to almost 140 something dollars. I didn't sell it, and you be like, "Why wouldn't you sell it?" That's a big gap from $14 to 100 and something because I traded it first. And when I traded it, I made money off of it. So whatever's left there now, It's just I can't take a loss because I've already took the profit of the money that I had invested in there. I doubled my money, took my profit. Now whatever happens to it, happens to it. I'm not selling. I just want to see what happens to it long term. And I try to do that with stuff that I don't get dividends off of. So if I have something I'm invested in and it doesn't pay out some dividend, but I do want to invest in the long term, I will try to get my money out. It doesn't work 100% of the time, but for those that it do, that's the route that I take. And that's the route that I take. And then I just rock out and let it, whatever happens with it, happens with it. You know what I mean? And then what I will do with the money that I make profit off of, I will take that and I'll shift that money into my stuff that pays out dividends on a monthly basis or every 3 months. And therefore, that money that I made from those stocks are now making me money back in the form of dividend from the other stuff that I do have that pays out dividends either monthly or every 3 months. That's just my plan of what I do. And I'll just keep holding on to it. Yeah. Now, I did not buy Plantier, but somebody I know, I told them about it and they did. I didn't get a chance to. I had too much I was focused on and then they ain't doing well. I mentioned it to it. And there's some stuff I'll talk about, but then I'll turn around and not buy it. But and not saying that I know what I'm talking about all the time, but because I don't. Everything that you invest is always at a risk. But we'll see what happens to it down the road. And that's just the plays that I play. And the funny thing of it is that when I talk about stuff like this, a lot of times people don't want to hear about investing. They want to hear drama. They want to hear noise. They want to see you hollering and screaming at each other about their political views. But these are very same people will sit there and complain about their financial situation. Oh, I'm sick of getting up and go to work every day. This job sucks, this and that and that and that. All right, but what are you doing to secure the financial part of your life so that you don't have to deal with the job and the job, you saying that the job sucks? Because if you lose the job, you're going to have to go find another. And I'm not saying I work. But my point is, if I lose my job, it's not the end of the world for me financially. Because I have so many other things that are working just as long as I'm working. I don't rely just on my back and what I can physically do. I want my money to work for me. And that's the whole point, is finding ways for your money to also work for you while you're working for the money. And if you consistently do it, eventually the money will start making more money than you can physically go out and do. That's it. I don't believe in ripping people off. I mean, I like earning mine. I ain't trying to rip nobody off, trying to be slick about it. No, I'm not into that type of stuff. So you do that, that's fine. That's great for you, but not for me. I don't like ripping people off. If I'm willing to earn it, rather I earn it through physical, providing somebody some service, work wise and stuff like that, or using my intellect to try to figure out what the stock market is doing and get a chance to make me some money right there, or finding an opportunity to take my money, invest it, whatever the case may be. I'm not trying to rip nobody off. I don't play that game. I got, you know what I mean? There's some things you just don't do. Holy crap. I mean, we sitting there talking and I'm looking at something that I bought, and I'll be honest with you, it was a risky stock. I didn't even want it. And all of a sudden, the stock price just almost doubled. Why are we talking? Wow, that's crazy. I'm not selling it though. It's another one of those things I'm just gonna hold long term. I was in the red and all of a sudden I'm up. Wow, it's crazy. Never thought I'd see that day. But anyway, I'm getting ready to get up out of here. Hopefully y'all having a blessed, wonderful day. Appreciate y'all. Make sure y'all hit the like button. Make sure y'all hit the subscribe button. Also, make sure y'all take advantage of that OG Network promo code. That's OG Network 26 promo code. That way you get 15% off of everything you purchase on top to bottom hair and skincare products. If your purchase of $35 and up, you get a 15% discount. And with that said, we're going to get up out of here. Make sure y'all have a blessed, wonderful day. And like I said, outside of any and everything I say, make sure y'all make Jesus Christ number one in your life. Get a relationship with Christ. Time is running out. And that's the most 100% most important thing that I can say to y'all, is getting a relationship with God. And that's real talk. That is by far the most thing that you can actually do. That's the best thing you can do with your life is to give it to Christ. And that's real talk. And let God lead and guide you throughout your life. I mean, if you acknowledge God in all of your ways, he'll direct your path. And I'm living proof of that because I'm be honest with you. I get up and I talk to God all the time as much as I can. And you know what? He directs my path. And do I always follow God 100%? No. Do I get it right 100%? No. But I'm going to tell you something. For the times that I've actually listened and got it right with God, it has worked well in my favor. And that's just the byproduct of salvation, too. Salvation and through Jesus Christ is the most important thing. But outside of that, there's all other benefits of working, walking with God. But the one is having a relationship with him for the sake of salvation. That is by far the most important. The other stuff is God just bless you in this world. But that's like you said, you can't take it with you. So why make that big of a deal out of it? But while you're here, he can bless you and enjoy it while you're here until it's time to go home. And I'm going to get up out of here. Y'all have a blessed, wonderful day. Peace.
Fellas, ladies, you're looking for lotions, you're looking for beard oils, but unfortunately everything you get from mainstream got chemicals in it and they're probably killing you? No problem, we got you. Go check out my people from Top to Bottom Hair and Skincare. That's Top to Bottom Hair and Skincare. www.top2bottom, BOTTU, the U is for unique, M.com. Tell them I sent you.